Alright guys, well, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at this RLC 50th anniversary Camaro, 1967 Camaro. Right here. I think it's better if I take it off the protector. You can pause this if you want to read it. This is 11,650 out of 12,000. So this one is a very high number. So let's crack this open and continue with the video. Alright guys, here it is. We can see that we have a blue tinted windshields. It has a black painted back part here with the red tail lights. I do see that it has a big opening. It seems that it has suspension. That's why it's such a big gap here. Big surprise here. It has the original open slot Hong Kong base here. A lot of people got triggered because I say Hong Kong. They want me to say Hong Kong. Whatever. So I see these rivets look kind of weird. It almost looks like they're not riveted. But we're going to take a closer look at that. If you don't know the story about the white Camaro, here's the engine. Definitely, I think it's a brand new engine. This is an original, which is going to go for repaint. Oh yeah, definitely. The engine is not the same. Here. Similar, but not the same. I already see a big difference. I wanted to make this video because a few months ago, on Lamley Group channel, he did a video where they showed the 3 printed model of this car, and the guy that took the car there, he claimed that the original mold to create this car was lost, and that they were gonna recreate the exact mold to make this car. But right now, I already see that the back window is completely different. The back window is bigger on the original, and the front window, the windshield, it's bigger also. The car seems to be about the same size. The tail lights look different unless it's covered by the paint. The base, of course, the new one is chromed. The original was not chromed. It's very difficult to see because it's chromed out, but the new one, it says made in China. Made in China. This one is, of course, made in Hong Kong. I see the only difference I see here is this part here, and this one is more flat, and the gas tank. The lines are a little bit different. In the front, yeah, the grill is different. Of course, the old one, it's a bit worn, and on the old one the hood is thinner. It's a lot thicker on the new one. So let's drill this one apart and take a closer look at that interior, see how they look. I'll be back. All right, guys, here it is. First thing I looked at was, did they recreate the bearing style wheels? And the answer is no. Check it out. So they did the axle, the bent axle, to do the suspension, but it seems like this here in the front, it's like a hubcap. I don't know if it's glue or not. So basically this part here is covering the head of the axle. I'll try to pry on it. Seems pretty solid. I'm gonna have to try with an X-Acto knife, see if I can remove it. But so far, here's the base. Let me zoom out. Here's the interior and the windows. So let's open this bad boy up. Let's compare the base, the inside. They did a pretty good job. I mean, it's not exactly the same. Look at this. That's not on the old one. I'm thinking this is to hold the interior in place. Yep. So it's basically there to hold in place the interior. As you can see here, the interior right off the bat, they look completely different. Let me see. I mean, it's not bad. The steering wheel is different. So if you didn't know, the Hong Kong version, most of the Sweet 16, I don't want to say all of them, had a separate steering wheel. You can see here. The US version, the steering wheel was molded, with the rest of the interior, so it's not a separate piece. So it's nice to see that they even try to do that here, but the size is different. I mean, but the rest, it's very nice. I guess they have to do something different, so nobody tries to resell the car like it's an original. I see a difference here. Look at the original has this lip here. I guess it's this to hold the window. On the new one, it's different, but overall, it looks pretty good. This is the new interior. This is the original car. Fits, but you can see some. Look, you can see this little piece of plastic. It's a nice little details. Let me see. Yeah, on this one you don't get to see that. They're lower, so they're hidden, which this lip doesn't allow the interior to go that deep. So if you bring it down a little bit, see? So basically, if you have one of these, put a little piece of plastic here and it'll do the job. Now the windows, you could see that they're even different type of plastic. The original one looks more like glass. It's a shinier finish, even though I did clean it, but you know, it's different. This one, it's more flexible. The old ones are stiffer. So let me see here. This is the original. You can see it has a little piece broken here. It goes in the same way. That's why these old cars have this lip here, which is nice to see that they even did it on the replica here. So you see the roof line is different. The windows don't sit properly. And in the back it's completely off. See? So let's try the old windshield. I mean the new windshield on the old car. So we slide it in. Here it is. So you can see it's smaller. Have that gap side by side here, and in the back it's also smaller. So let's try out the base. Not quite. I'm gonna have to adjust it so it'll fit. The old base. Yeah, so it sits kind of weird. So they're not exactly the same either here. If you've seen my old video, the heavy Chevy, I take one of the new Camaros and convert it into a heavy Chevy. You're gonna see that I have to do quite a modification to get the old chassis to fit on the new car, and it seems like the same issue is here. I mean, it will fit, but you have to modify the casting for it to fit. So if you were worried that people were gonna try to pass this off as the original, now you know that what you have to look for, and they're completely different. Biggest giveaway is the size of the windows. This roof line here looks more like the white 67 Camaro that came out on the Camaro series, with smaller windows, and obviously the hood is thicker than on the original, and the engine is different. On the original, the engine where the air filter is supposed to be, there it is, it's kind of flat. It doesn't have a lot of details. On the new one, You can see that air intake here has two more. It has a lot more details, and the air filter area is raised. But, and of course, biggest difference is that the engine bay area is chromed out also. So there it is, guys. I'm gonna repaint this, and in a future video I'll show it to you. Thank you for watching. Peace out.